Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again, Lemon Vapes.
What are we reviewing? Oh, right. I forgot.
Okay, so we are...
Sorry, I'm really tired.
We are reviewing a Protank 2 by Kanger. Ooh. So, we've had this for a while, and he's been using it for a while. I have used it on occasion. I'm more of a Protank mini guy, but we were happy to show you what it looks like. Alright, coming out of the box, I'm holding it at an angle. You got the paperwork, of course. Then you got the tank, and top's already on. You got the crown, and you have the atomizer. Alright.
And there will be another atomizer next to it with it.
Yeah, when you buy it, it's just the atomizer is currently inside the tank.
Exactly.
So, we've already filled this up with juice. What's in it?
Cash, which is another vapor spot flavor. Again, we'll be reviewing. It's a tobacco flavor.
Alright. I'm going to use it on...
You don't need the crown.
Yes. What tank are we using?
This is the EVIC.
Alright, the EVIC battery. Alright.
By Joytech, right.
Now, I'm not going to be doing lung hits. I'm just going to be doing mouth hits just because it has nicotine in it. Start. Alright, so the greatest thing that I enjoy about this, I should start off by saying I'm kind of biased because I like Kanger no matter what. They have great products. I like the Protank Mini 2 the most. I use that on a daily basis with whatever juice I'm using. The Protank 2, 1 second ladies and gentlemen. Protank 2, feeling a little zesty. Protank 2, and it's a good tank. I like it. Holds a lot of juice. It's a glass tank. It's pretty much the same thing as the Mini. Let me show you what the Mini looks like real quick.
Of course, we've done a review on the Mini. Yeah. It should be up by now.
Here's the Mini. No, let's get it focused a little bit. Here's the Mini, and here's its comparison, the Protank 2.
Mini, Protank 2.
Oh. As you can see, the top's kind of the same, pretty much. Tanks both are bottom feeders. And it is, overall, I like the tank. No matter what juice you put in it, the flavor is accentuated. The only thing I personally don't like, I'm not sure if he does, atomizers.
Well, they're the same.
They're the same.
The Protank Mini as well.
It's just, I'm used to the Protank Mini atomizer and the Protank Mini itself. The atomizer on this, I just don't like as much. And that's just me being biased because I use it on a daily basis.
It's the same atomizer.
You don't have to lie to yourself.
No, but like legitimately, it is the same atomizer. It's just, I think what he's trying to say is the Protank. The difference between the Protank and the Protank Mini really is the fact that the Protank Mini, which I have, and he has the Protank 2, Protank Mini has a recessed threading, which means it's for ego-style batteries. Whereas the Protank 2 has 510 threading, which is mainly for, which you can also use on ego batteries, but it'll look really weird. But 510 is basically the going threading. But and what that causes is sometimes the Protank 2 leaks, and it usually what you have to do is before you like go to sleep, and if there's still liquid in it, what you do is you take it off. This is just to make sure that none of it leaks.
That's the biggest issue. Leaking has been an issue for Tommy with this tank. Now, with me, I don't have the tank, but I have seen it leak, which is not fun.
And there's absolutely nothing fun about leaking, but just being a vapor, realize that it's going to happen. It's not because the products are bad necessarily, but just realize that normally tanks do leak sometimes. And honestly,
it happens.
I'm just saying that this is leaking a bit more than some other products. Like, I won't be able to show you, but like on the inside, this is a drip tip, I took it off. On the inside, there's already some liquid on the inside. But basically what you want to do is, this is facing up, you put the drip tip, is before you go to sleep, if there's still liquid in it, you turn it upside down so it's on the side where the drip tip is. And that prevents any of the liquid from going inside the atomizer through the 510 threading while you're sleeping or something, or while you just leave it alone while you're vaping on something else or just out.
Now, the tank itself is overall a good quality tank. I mean, Kanger really pushes good stuff out there, and the juice I'm using now really helps it because it's just good. How long have you had this tank?
I've had that tank for 5 months, probably around 5 months. And
throughout its time, it's still getting used. And if it's still getting used, obviously it still has some good qualities.
I've had it since August, so around 5 months.
And overall quality, the build of the tank, it's very solid, strong. Glass, drip tip, as Tommy said, bottom feeder, and it's just. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of biased with the Protank Mini because I used that for a while. But
and it's not like we're getting bad with Kanger because they're both by Kanger. It's just one holds more juice than the other. Like the Mini holds about 2 milliliters, whereas the Kanger holds about 3.5, maybe 4 if you're lucky.
Yeah, and I personally like the idea of holding more. I like the idea of having more juice available just to vape on because you don't have to refill it as often. But I guess the trade-off here is the leakage mainly and the type of tank you're going to use with the type of battery you're going to use. I mean, overall, I'd give the tank probably about an 8 out of 10. Juice, as we'll discuss later, is great, and you'll hear about that later. This was picked up at the Vapor Spot. How much do you think it is? Probably about...
The Protank, let me see if it lists on here. It does not, as it shouldn't. It shouldn't list the price. But,
Protank Mini was about 25.
Was it really?
About 25 with tax total.
Probably. Let me quickly look it up, actually.
We'll give you an exact price. I spent, in retail with tax after everything... Probably about $20, and this was probably about a month ago, so forgive me if my memory's a little shot. For the Protank 2, probably going to be spending around the same price, about $20, $25 at max, no matter where you go. Online, everything is cheap. Regardless, it is a great tank. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. It brings out flavor, it does well. The only issue for me would be the leakage, and I quite frankly don't want to deal with that. That's my main issue against it. But overall, it's still a good build tank. It's strong, sturdy, holds a lot of juice, and it's a good daily user. I mean, the fact that we're still using the damn thing tells you that it's a good tank overall.
Yeah, I mean, we don't review products unless we've been using them for about anywhere from 2 weeks to a month. So, again, like he said, one of the things that I really do enjoy about this tank is the fact that it is made out of glass. It's Pyrex glass, which means that if you put any juices in there in a plastic tank that may corrode the tank, such as cinnamon juices or citrus juices, this tank will not do that because it's made out of glass and it doesn't break down the actual glass. So that's one of the main benefits that I see from it. One of the things that I like also with this is the fact that the top of it goes in a bit and it meets the drip tip, which I actually do enjoy. I really do. Let me see if I can get that. You can
appreciate the physical appearance. I mean, it's just it's a more uniform design. And if you can look here at the Protank Mini 2, it's the same thing. It just looks a little bit different, but it is still a great design.
Yeah,
I can't stress that enough.
There is now also a Protank 3. I have no idea. I think it's a bit different because it has some sort of pressure system. I don't exactly understand what's going on. If we do get our hands on one, then we will review it. But yeah, these are both. Well, today we're reviewing the Protank 2, but it's a very good tank. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
And what would you give it out of 10 for the tank?
A 9. I would give it a 9 out of 10 because it leaks. That's the only issue that's really wrong with it. I mean, the atomizers are a different story. That's not really the tank. Atomizers a little bit iffy, but they're fine overall, really. They just don't last that long.
And it's a great tank to use. I mean, for a starter tank, I'd also think that'd be a good tank for starters, unless you're not into the leaking idea. But it's still beginning.
We just really like to emphasize the fact that we're not saying leaking is a huge issue.
No, because it's going to happen with every tank.
Honestly, if you're looking for a tank that is not going to leak, you're not going to find one. You're not going to find one. Like, even the Aspire that we reviewed a few days ago, it still leaks. Like, it's just something that happens,
Yeah, and we're just putting emphasis because we want you, the viewers, knowing the product that we've noticed things with. But still, I'd give it a good 7 out of 10. I like the tank. I like the design, everything. We're just running in circles, but it's still a great tank to use. And this has been Lemon Vapes. If you'd like for us to do any reviews, any suggestions for reviews, any companies that want to send us products, you can email us at lemonvapes@gmail.com. If you look in the description, we have our email there. If you look in the description, you can see where to buy this product. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen.
And this device, these two devices, same thing.
I'm smooth.
Has just been citrus.